So today we're going to be diving into a topic especially relevant for CRNAs, understanding the financial differences between being a 1099 independent contractor and a W-2 employee. So whether you're just starting out or you're considering a change, this information is going to be vital for making informed career decisions. So let's get started. Now, as a 1099 independent contractor, you're essentially both the employer and the employee. This means that there's no, traditional employer-employee relationship with the company that pays you. Often, this is going to result in higher comp on the 1099 side due to those additional responsibilities that you, as both the employer-employee, are now going to have to shoulder that the hospital doesn't. Basically, they no longer have to pay for certain benefits, so they can juice your pay structure. So in this video, we're going to break down how to evaluate these positions specifically against each other on an apples-to-apples basis. Now, when you're doing 1099 work, you might not get malpractice coverage, and you're definitely not going to get an employer match on your retirement contributions. Also, we can't forget about vacation pay. So let's say your W-2 job offers you 6 weeks of paid vacation, and then you also get, say, 8 paid holidays a year. Now, under 1099, if you don't work, you're not going to get paid. So when you're evaluating these roles against each other, it's important to remember to take that into account as well. Now, one of the most significant aspects of doing 1099 work are the tax implications. This is probably the most complex area, and it requires a lot of careful consideration on entity selection, LLC versus S Corp, various deductible expenses, all the wide world of retirement plan choices. All of these things in their own respect are important to include, and I help clients evaluate these type of decisions all the time. So you're going to need to handle your own benefits like health, life, disability insurance, which can be very costly to say the least. Plus, now as both an employer and an employee, you're going to be responsible for a larger share of Social Security and Medicare taxes, which is a topic entirely for another video. So after considering all these costs, your net income might look a lot different than that initial, enticing figure that your recruiter hit you with. It's going to be vital to crunch all these numbers to understand the financial picture of doing 1099 work and to be able to truly evaluate these positions against each other on an apples-to-apples basis. Now, I want to contrast this with being a W-2 employee. In this setup, your base salary almost always is going to be lower compared to a 1099 role. However, as a W-2 employee, you're going to get to enjoy a range of benefits provided by your employer. This could include a significant part of your health insurance getting covered, malpractice coverage, possible retirement plan matches, CME allowances, and a lot more. And although you still contribute to Social Security and Medicare taxes, aka FICA taxes, aka payroll taxes, the burden is going to be a lot less than in the 1099 scenario because you're only paying for half of it, basically the employee portion. So when you start to add up all these benefits and subtract the cost, the financial picture as a W-2 employee can start to look a lot different. The gap between the apparent high salary of a 1099 role and the lower salary of a W-2 role, that gap often narrows significantly once you start to factor everything in. So to illustrate this, let's take a look at a case study that's going to compare a W-2 job offer to a 1099 offer to make these numbers start to come to life a little bit more. So I'm going to go over these quickly, but the calculator that I use here is available for download over on www.onpointcrna.com. I built this not only for my own clients, but for my wife as well to be able to essentially evaluate whether a full 1099 job offer made sense and to pinpoint to the dollar what she would need to earn per hour to essentially make them apples to apples. So let's first jump into some income assumptions here. When looking at 1099 offers, they're usually quoted in terms of dollars per hour. So seems like easy math, right? Not so fast because the W-2 position provides 6 weeks of paid vacation per year, plus you get 8 paid holidays. And again, as 1099, if you don't work, you're not going to get paid. So to make these equivalent, make them apples to apples, let's assume that you're going to work 46 hours per week in each job. You can see here that the total comp is about $24,000 a year higher still on the 1099 job after we add back in even all that paid time off on the W-2 side. And when you compare both scenarios, that initial gap narrows once you factor in other various things like your benefits and expenses, things like health, disability, life insurance. Those all start to become your sole responsibility. And obviously, individual expenses can vary based on your selected coverage or if you have a spouse with coverage through work. But just for this case study, I put in some rough numbers in here just as a placeholder. Malpractice and CME are also going to be out of pocket now for you compared to most W-2 jobs that reimburse or cover those costs. Now, some of these things could be negotiating points which for other videos. Bookkeeping, entity selection, potential payroll, estimated tax payments, various necessary other evils become your sole responsibility, as well as the associated expenses to check all those boxes. Now, taxes are going to be the biggest difference here. You can see here that the Social Security and Medicare costs jump way up. Now, there are ways to reduce this cost, which I unpack in another video entirely. On the benefit side, you're likely going to get a match to your retirement plan with the W-2 job, so we got to include that, as well as potentially an HSA match if you go with a high deductible health plan, if you get one at all. Now, on the other hand, when you're self-employed, it opens up the wide world of write-offs. Mileage, home office, cell phone, travel, all become necessary in your pursuit of income, so we can use these costs to reduce your taxable income. Let's say that these amount to $10,000 for our example, and your effective tax rate is 25% to make math easy, saving you $2,500 in taxes. So we got to add that back in, again, to make it apples to apples. Now again, whether you elect your LLC to file as a sole proprietor or as an S-Corp is super convoluted, so I broke that out into another video. Now all in all, we can see here that even after we level set these two opportunities into a like-for-like comparison, the 1099 opportunity still is going to win out as your net income is about $6,000 higher. So what this enables us to do now is actually pretty cool. We can say, all right, not everybody out there is trying to maximize gross or net dollars earned. Maybe we're actually trying to maximize quality of life and family time. So we could ostensibly be able to deduce how many hours a week you would need to work to make these two jobs equivalent. Or maybe what you need to earn per hour, on the other hand, if we wanted to work, say, only 2 12s per week to be equivalent to your full-time W-2 job. I help clients do that type of thing all the time. Now again, this doesn't include other major tax advantages to 1099 work. You've got things like the QBI deduction, higher retirement plan contributions, other various write-offs. Each of these would only sweeten the deal for us and are super individualized based on your goals and situation. I wanted to keep this video pretty broad and just show you that we do have a calculator that can help on a 10,000 foot level make these decisions for us. So it's essential to approach job offers with a full understanding of these differences. If financial considerations are a significant factor for you, which they usually are, a detailed evaluation is going to be crucial. Remember, it's not just about the salary, it's about the overall financial implications, including benefits, taxes, out-of-pocket expenses for various insurances. How aggressive can you afford to be with your retirement plan contributions without compromising your cash flow for your ongoing living expenses? As well as overall being about work-life balance. I know some 1099 roles tend to present a higher pace of a work environment and caseload. So this is why I always recommend talk to your finance professional, talk to your tax professional, make sure you're getting a personalized analysis that aligns with your career goals and your financial needs, not only today, but in the future. So if you're deciding between a 1099 or a W-2 position is a significant choice for CRNAs because it impacts not just your income, but your financial planning, your tax liabilities, and your overall benefits. So I hope this video has shed some light on these differences and can help you navigate your career path, at very least, maybe a little bit more confidently. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, pass it along to other colleagues. And for more content like this, stay tuned to our channel. And remember, I'm here to support you in your journey as a CRNA on the money side of things. Thanks for watching. Stay on point, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Once again, I'm Ben Barnhart, and I'm the founder of On Point CRNA and Barnhart Wealth Management. If you're interested in learning how we help our clients across the country with their money, head over to www.onpointcrna.com.